Welcome back to the channel. I'm Papa J, and we are all about family-friendly travel experiences that we go all around the world, and it's safe for your whole entire family to watch. So today we are here at Hollywood Studios in the Walt Disney World Resort, and it is a beautiful February morning, and it's a little bit more chilly. It's about 50 degrees outside. Absolutely beautiful. But we are going to just go and see what's new here, see the different things that they have that they're about to open, and just kind of see what all is going on here at Hollywood Studios. So let's go have some fun. Okay, so one thing that is really interesting is they are about to close Rock and Roller Coaster and turn it into Muppets theme, but they're going to close it first so they can do the retheming. Every time I'm here and I'm like, oh, it's still going, we'll go ride it at least one more time before they retheme it. And so that's one of the things that's going on, but it is very, very crowded today. So the wait times, I will overlap the wait times right now. You can see that the wait times are pretty crazy. They very busy today, despite the fact that if you're an annual pass holder, you'll know what this means. You do not need a reservation for today. It was a good to go day. So usually that means that the crowds are not quite as crazy because you don't need a reservation. But in my experience, that does not, this doesn't equate to the crowds. There is just so many people here. And even though it's cold, everybody's still here. And today's supposed to be a beautiful day. It's going to be about 56 degrees, I think. So it's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. But let's go check out Rock and Roller Coaster. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. I just learned that they are going to have Rock and Roller Coaster going with Aerosmith the way it is right now until March 1st. So that's only just 3.5 more weeks, and then it's going to switch over. It will be closed for a few months, and it's set to reopen with Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Muppets, and that should open in summer of 2026. So it's only going to take them just a few months to do it, which I'm guessing that they're not going to really change much of the ride. Just the theming is going to change. So we'll probably be listening to Muppets, the Electric Mayhem, but most of the ride is probably going to be exactly the same. But they'll obviously just do some retheming. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. But if you do want to ride it the way it is with Aerosmith, it's about 3.5 weeks left is all that there is. But the other interesting thing is like I said, there's no pre-show or anything. They have already started the conversion over. So when you go in and see the recording studio, they'd have the movie with Aerosmith. That's all gone now. So anyways, still a super awesome ride. So much fun. As you come in, you can still see the theming though of Rock and Roller Coaster and Aerosmith. And you can still see them up on the wall there. But this is the line. You can see it is a pretty long line. It just went down to 65 minutes. So that's not too bad. I'm going to go see if the single rider line's open. So they do have a single rider here. It's one of the few rides that do have a single rider. But sometimes the single rider can be longer than the actual standby. But it does not look like it's open today. So if you want to ride this, oh, I'm sorry, it's not 65 minutes, it's 85 minutes. So it went up. So let's take a look at this over here. They got the lightning lane going and the standby entrance. If we put that up. But then see right here, our single rider line is currently closed. So if you want to ride this, it's 85 minutes. But you know, that might actually go a little bit faster. So we shall see. Since Rock and Roller Coaster was so long, we'll come back to that. We're going to watch the wait times today, but this show's about to start in 10 minutes. So we're going to jump in here to Unfairly Ever After. When this show first started and it opened, it was crazy. There was so many people lined up waiting to see it. You just had a hard time getting in. But now it's been open for a little bit, and so you're able to just kind of show up at the last minute and still get a good seat. So let's go in and see it. Okay, this show, it's all about seeing three main characters. It's going to be Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent, and they are going to be singing for us live and wanting our votes. So they want to find out who is the most unfairly ever after, and it's up to the crowd each time. So the result is different each time. We don't know who's going to win until everybody starts to cheer. So as everybody cheers, then they name a winner, and the winner gets to do an encore. So it's really a fun show. Okay, so we came out of the show and the single rider line just opened. So the single rider line is kind of hit and miss here. Sometimes you really save, sometimes you don't. we're going to see, it's posted at 85 minutes, but we're going to see if the single rider line is going to save us. Obviously, they will separate you, so I don't recommend this if you have the little ones, if they're not comfortable with it. But we have actually been in this line where it's taken us longer than the standby. That was only 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty dang good, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so my goodness, what a difference a day makes here in Florida. Yesterday, you guys, it started out at 27 degrees in the morning. It was absolutely freezing. All day, we were all bundled up. It never got that, it just never even broke out of the 40s. It was like low 40s yesterday. I think it was 44, something like that was the high, which is so unusual for Florida. It was sunny and bright and beautiful, but it was freezing. Then last night when we were at the parks, if you caught my vlog yesterday when we went to Magic Kingdom, we were so cold last night. Oh my goodness, it was cold. What a difference a few hours makes. Today, it is in the low 60s, heading to a high of around 65, 66. The sun is warming things up so fast. Everybody's starting to take off their jackets. It's kind of back to short sleeve weather. Absolutely beautiful. Tonight, it's going to come back down to the 30s. So it will get cool again, but as of right now, oh my gosh, you guys, it could not be more beautiful. So what a difference a day makes here in Florida at just how beautiful the weather is and how fast it can actually change. We're just going to work our way back to Rise of the Resistance. So I just checked the ride times. 75 minutes for Tower of Terror. So we're just gonna kind of come back here. I'm not sure what Mickey and Minnie is. I could check on the app, but we're just gonna walk back towards Rise of the Resistance right now because they also have a single rider line that we want to get over there and see if that's going. Let's check this out because this over here is the other stuff that's new that's going on right now. What they did, if you haven't seen this or heard about this, this used to have the big archway, the Hollywood Studios archway, and back when it first opened, it was like the MGM archway, MGM Hollywood Studios, or before it became Hollywood Studios. They have removed that arch. So they are changing this whole area back here, and so they've got this all boarded up. But this is what they are going to do. It's more magic to come. It kind of shows what the retheming of this is going to be. I'm going to show you really quick. So the magic of Disney animation, and this is kind of an idea of what it's going to look like. And they are bringing back, if you remember a few years ago, they had the Sorcerer Mickey in the middle of the park. They are going to bring that back, and they're going to put that, just right there in front of the animation building. But that's kind of an artist rendering of what they are going to do right here. So this is the Little Mermaid, the musical adventure, and the show times go throughout the day. But I just wanted to show you, this is where the construction's going. You can see where the magic of animation is going to be. But this opened a few months ago, and it is a great combination of live actors, all kinds of 3D effects, puppetry, and animation, computer generated, as well as you name it. All of the different media is kind of combined into one really fun musical adventure. So if you are in the parks and you do need some first aid, it is nice. You can just go right in there and they will give you, so we needed a Band-Aid, and they gave us some Neosporin type, that kind of an ointment. And then this here, they gave us some ibuprofen. So they do ask for your name and a signature for an adult, but they will hand you several different Band-Aids and then give you some ibuprofen. They do have everything that you could imagine as far as like basic medications, right? Over-the-counter medications. They have them all in there. So if you need something, go in there because they'll just give it to you. So good to know, good tip. Okay, you guys, we have had great success today so far. We've just been hitting one attraction after another despite the crowds. And we've just kind of happened on to some of these times with that Little Mermaid diversion instead of hitting Rise of the Resistance and checking out that single rider line. It's finally late enough in the day that we want to get something to eat. So we really like the Ronto Roaster back in Galaxy's Edge. So we're gonna go to Ronto Roasters and have the Ronto Wrap. And so we're gonna try sharing one of those. The other thing that I absolutely love here, I think it's one of the best values, $16.99, and you can get these ribs. I can't remember the name or what they call it, Kodu something pork ribs, but it's at Docking Bay 7. Between Braxton and I here, we are going to share a Ronto Wrap, and then we're going to share the ribs. So we're heading into Galaxy's Edge by way of Toy Story Land. So this land is so crowded all the time. Well, what land really isn't crowded, right? But this back here is, it's the home of a lot of just awesome attractions. Slinky Dog is this roller coaster right here. You see it's coming through right there. That roller coaster, it's really fun. It's not very long, but it is always like 100+ minutes wait, unless you do a lightning lane. Over here is the Midway Games and the Toy Story Mania, and so that's a really fun attraction as well. That currently has a 50-minute wait. So it's a ride and games at the same time. You can kind of see that ride module there with the Prospector and the pig. What's his name? I don't know. Okay, we have made it to Galaxy's Edge, and the theming is so fun. So up here to the right, that is where you're going to find Docking Bay 7. This under the round building is where Ronto Roasters is, and where you can find the Ronto Wrap. We're going to head over to a bathroom here that I think this is one of the nicer bathrooms here in all the parks. It not only is the Star Wars theming, but I just think it's bigger and it's just really well kept. This is where it gets wild and crazy, back by Smuggler's Run and the Millennium Falcon. At certain times of the day, it gets really crazy for places to sit. So we're gonna come see if we can find a place to sit, and then we'll get our food. Okay, so this is the Kodu ribs, so you can kind of see how they come out. And this is with, I substituted vegetables, or it could come with a muffin. I got the double mac. This here is the Ronto Wrap. So you kind of get an idea of what that looks like. It's kind of hard to see all the sausage in there. There it is. You can see it there. And then I always ask for an extra thing of peppercorn sauce. So that is what the Ronto Wrap looks like, and the ribs, which I think are the best here in the park. All right, those ribs are absolutely amazing. I love them. There's a little bit of a kick to them, a little bit of spice, but I actually really like it. I don't know what they do to those. Whatever the sauce is, it's just a really good barbecue sauce. So it's really good, love it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to Rise of the Resistance. So I'm gonna flip this around, and as you walk up to Rise of the Resistance here, you've got the regular standby line, and then off to the right, you see she's holding a sign that says single rider, end of line. So I will show you how to get there. But right now it's showing that it's a 60-minute standby wait, but you come over here to the exit of the ride. And it's down the exit ramp, and we're gonna see another person standing here with single rider signs. But this is where you come. Say thank you. So the single rider line will skip all of the pre-show. So you won't see some of the experience. Now, if you have done this ride before, this is great. If you had not done this ride before, I would highly recommend just waiting through so you get the full experience, because this is an immersive experience unlike anything you've ever experienced before. It is really an amazing attraction, but if you've done it before, this is a great hack. That is such an amazing ride, such an amazing experience. But I will say it's hit and miss with the single rider line. Sometimes you really get through it fast. Depends on how crazy the single rider line is, obviously, but that took us from start to finish. With the ride, it was about 50 minutes. So the posted wait time was 65 minutes. It is much faster. So it still saves you a little bit of time. You just, like I said, missed that pre-show. So definite, you have to do it. Just have to. Okay, so since that was successful. There's another single rider line that I want to go and try today, and that is at Smuggler's Run, which is the Millennium Falcon ride. So they have 70-minute wait is what I just saw. I don't know if it's still about 70 minutes, but it is also a ride that offers a single rider, so that should save us a little bit of time too. So we're gonna go give that a shot, and we'll see if Brax and I can get on. So the single rider line here is easy to find because as you come to the Millennium Falcon, you can just right up here to the main, it says lightning lanes in the middle, standby is 75 minutes, and a single rider is on the left. So we're just gonna head into the single rider and see if we can save some time. Okay, now there is a trick that I have heard. It is, they've got the AC on, and it's holy moly, it's freezing. Okay, so here's the trick. If you come down single rider line, we're gonna just follow this corridor, and a lot of people will go turn to the right, but what you need to know is that you can go to the left. Most people just follow straight here. See that? We're gonna turn and go left. And by coming up here, we usually bypass a ton of the single riders that do not know this trick. So we will see. So far, we are getting right up to the front. That's an awesome trick. Awesome trick. We came right to the front. All right, we are now in the Millennium Falcon. We are awaiting our opportunity to fly this bad boy.
And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online.
So you guys, I think that's gonna about do it for us for today. What a fun day. We got here a little bit late. We have accomplished a lot. So I'm so glad that you came with us. That's just a couple of little tricks that I have found along the years of coming here and some of the experiences that I've had. But we saw some things that were new, things that are about to be to come. We saw what's coming. We saw what's about to close. We saw a bunch of stuff and had some great time riding some rides, had some good food. And now we're gonna head off. I think we're gonna go do another park tonight. But I'm gonna go ahead and we'll wrap things up for this one. And so thank you for joining us, and make sure now that you've known how to do Hollywood Studios, check out this other video that I did yesterday at the Magic Kingdom. Last night we had a blast at the Magic Kingdom, so check out that video. And as always, travel is my life and I love it so much. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on that next video.